You know, we want to get off on a positive note. Look, the word in 2016 and 2017 was optics. If LeBron doesn't show up, LeBron didn't want him. Everybody, oh my goodness. Frank Vogel he's already doomed. The best player didn't show up. He shows up and then we're like, what? LeBron's like, look, this is going to be the head coach. This is who ownership wanted to be the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a player. I'm going to show up, get off on the right foot, show everybody that, hey, I'm going to be back. Plus, I ain't have nothing better to do anyway, so I might as well just come on in. I wouldn't be surprised, Skip Bayless, if Jeannie Buss didn't even actually call LeBron.
Maybe.
LeBron, can you do me this solid?
Maybe.
I know things hadn't always been good between you and I, but can you do me this?
Yeah.
Because considering what was transpiring on another network, man, Magic Johnson was throwing grenades, he dropping bombs, flamethrowers, rocket launchers. Skip, he aired everything. Now, Skip, I'm from the country, and where I grew up at, we didn't have a wash and dry until later. And, you know, we'd hang things on the clothesline, but there are certain things you didn't put on the clothesline. My grandma didn't hang her underwear. My aunts didn't hang the underwear on the clothes. You don't air that out. Magic put everything out there, Skip. So maybe this was LeBron, this was Jeannie and having LeBron come in to try to, you know, put some water on this, because it was raging, Skip. So maybe she asked LeBron to try to quell some of this. But LeBron says, look, I'm a Laker. I'm in this for the long haul. All that other stuff about wanting to trade LeBron, he said it. I'm actively recruiting to get players to come to the Lakers. And that's what you do when you're a leader. You see that, Skip Bayless?
Yes, I did. I saw it, and I loved it. And to me, man, this is one time where I'm going to be much more positive about LeBron than even you just were, because you were kind of just tiptoeing through it. And I'm going to just dive right in, because to me, that was the most positive sign I've seen for this organization, this woebegone organization, in months and months and months. Maybe since the day it was announced that LeBron had signed with the Lakers. Because that was a powerful statement. Even though he just stood against the wall at the back, he stayed for the whole session. The whole introduction of Frank Vogel with Rob Pelinka sitting right beside him. And LeBron endorsed it from the back. And he knew exactly what he was doing, and it was strong. Because it said, I'm here, I'm committed, I'm all in. And there were times last year, I'm not sure if he was all in. Was he really committed? And there were times, look, if he hadn't shown up yesterday, nobody would have blinked. Nobody really expected him to.
Him not showing up becomes the story.
Okay, but I don't think he hasn't shown up so many times that again, for a coach, remember, Luke Walton didn't even go with Magic to try to quote-unquote recruit him on that fateful
What was Luke going to say?
Well, I'm just saying he's the head coach. I don't know. He's the son of a top 50.
But he ain't that top 50.
Okay,
He's the son of.
I got that.
And LeBron called him a son of something else, too.
Okay, he probably did. That coaching job he did. Again, to me, Luke Walton is more decorated just by birth than Frank Vogel ever was, right? Who's Frank Vogel, right?
I said the very same thing when he got the head job. I like, who?
But
see, this is what LeBron, we're going to talk about this later. See, this is what LeBron has to do. This is what you put on LeBron James' plate in wanting to be healthy. You give him donuts, you give him ho-hos, you give him ice cream, you give him Salisbury steak, you give him all this unhealthy stuff. You put all that on his plate and says, I want you to be healthy. I want you to have a six-pack. You see them coaches? You see the 8 coaches?
We'll get to that later. Okay, I got that. But again, he vouched for this one. He stood up for this one. He stood up. No, well, you did have a choice. You could have just ducked this. Nobody would have said it. We wouldn't even mention it if LeBron hadn't been there, because I didn't expect it.
We have no choice, Skip Bayless. Like my grandma used to prepare food. I was like, I don't want that. My grandma said, well, do without.
Okay.
But he didn't, because what? Frank Vogel was the coach of the Lakers, whether he showed up or didn't. Now, I like that he showed up, because I believe him not showing up becomes a story in and of itself.
Right.
Why didn't LeBron show up? LeBron don't want Frank Vogel.
All right, but again, we wouldn't have talked about that because he hasn't been there so many times. But now back to what you brought up. Obviously, Magic was on First Take yesterday, and he attacked this organization at every level, to me.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. It started with Rob Pelinka, and he also went to Jeannie Buss because he volunteered the fact that, hey, that when I wanted to fire Luke, that she brought in Tim Harris and said, that's not under your jurisdiction anymore. So he admitted publicly that he had lost power within the organization.
He admitted what LeVar Ball said right there.
Thank you. I was going to bring that. I wrote it right down here.
No way.
LeVar Ball sat here 4 or 5 months ago, and he was the first one. And he says a lot of crazy things when it comes to his
I hadn't
kids.
even thought about
that. But when he talks about bigger picture items, such as who's running the Lakers, he scoffed at us. He said, Magic doesn't run the Lakers anymore. He's just a figurehead.
Yeah.
And he
was
eyes.
way ahead of that one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Okay. So he knew that Jeannie had basically pushed Magic into the deep background.
Yeah.
Okay. And just for the record, again, I brought this up the day that after Magic shocked us with that sudden I'm out, right?
Yes.
Before one of the home games.
Yes.
I brought up the fact that if the harder you look at what Magic did in running the Lakers, the worse it looks, because he started out, he traded Lou Williams away.
Yeah.
And he traded Big Zubats away to the Clippers, and that didn't really work out.
And he let Brook Lopez go away for $3 million.
Thank you. And it was reported the coaching staff wanted Brook and Julius Randle to stay. And Julius Randle had a monster year for New Orleans.
I can see Julius Randle because he's kind of like LeBron. He plays kind of like that LeBron role. So I can give you that one. But
Really
Brook
good.
Lopez?
I don't know. Both of them are really good, and they would have fit. And again, LeBron's camp has indicated he had absolutely nothing to do with the formation of last year's roster. And I guess it was Magic who said, let's surround LeBron with playmakers. And none of them fit. And 10 games in, you're saying, well, this is chaos. This is madness. Well, that's all on Magic Johnson.
Right.
So it was beneath him to attack like this. But the one answer that caught my ear, the one answer I wanted to hear the most was, what about LeBron James? Because Magic did not call LeBron before or after his sudden announcement to the media before the game. Am I right about that?
You are correct.
And so he was asked again on First Take yesterday, why was that? And I'm going to read the answer and see if you can decipher any of this for me, please.
Okay.
And it's a little bit long, but it's interesting. This is Magic. I respect LeBron for what he said. And by the way, I'll do parentheses here that LeBron said on The Shop.
Right.
You know, well, at least he could have said, kiss my ass.
Yeah, on that way.
Said something to me. Then I'm going to continue here. This is Magic yesterday on First Take. I love LeBron. I love his family, what he's done for the Lakers organization, what he did for me as president of the Lakers organization. But sometimes as a man, you have to make decisions based on your well-being. And I made that decision based on me and my own happiness. Okay? I could have done it a different way. Yes, he's right, but I did it my way. That doesn't take anything away from our relationship or how I feel about LeBron, but sometimes as a man or a woman, you got to make a decision based on your own happiness. And sometimes you just got to go out and do your thing. I have no idea what any of that means. It's talking in circles. Yeah. It's a classic non-answer answer.
Bro, I was so upset by this backstabbing that was going on in this organization and being lied to by my sister. I just had to dip. I'm sorry, not sorry that I did.
Sorry, not sorry.
I just dipped?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to translate this to mean Magic was out on LeBron. For whatever reason, he thought LeBron had not lived up to Magic's expectations.
Well, he wasn't there. How he know what expectations he was doing?
And by the way, Magic admitted that, yeah, Rob Pelinka was saying, I'm not in the office, but he wasn't in the office. Yeah. So Rob Pelinka was actually just stating a fact. Well, see, he's not around very much.
He was mad that Rob put him on Front Street.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that he wasn't there. It's like, Skip, it's like we got a morning production meeting at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Now, I show up. I'm there on the time. Now, all of a sudden, I'm not showing up.
Yeah.
Skip tells people in FS1 that Shannon's not showing up, and then it gets outside the building.
Spreading some rumors.
I'm not mad at Skip that I'm not showing up. I'm mad that he's telling it.
Yeah.
Well, where's your responsibility? Now, maybe he told Jeannie, okay, now, Jeannie, you know I ain't going to be there every day. You know I'm Magic. I got other...
I don't think he told Jeannie that.
Well,
Jeannie
got to show his ass up to work then.
I know. That's
that's part of the job.
Okay, so I'm going to assume, I'm going to leap to the conclusion that Magic believed that LeBron made Magic look bad last year, that it's in large part his fault, too, that the roster didn't work because he wasn't all in, he didn't commit. That's what I'm going to assume. And this bridge is burned to the ground. Now, back to why did LeBron show up? I don't know about the timing, if they knew exactly what Magic was going to say on First Take.
Right.
Not sure they could have headed that off at the pass, but it sure looked to me like Magic had pre-planned, it was premeditated that he wanted to upstage and and almost undercut the Frank Vogel introductory press conference, right?
They know Magic. You know Magic a little bit, and he seems like a guy that's going to speak his mind.
Yep.
Once he found out that press conference was going to be Monday, and he was going on First Take, they knew absolutely Magic Johnson was going to say this.
It's possible. You're right. And if so, it's also possible Jeannie put in a little request to LeBron. I need you this time. I just need you to validate this for us. And you know what? LeBron might have thought, well, kiss my ass, Magic, because that's basically what Magic did say to him. So he might have just said, I am going to show up, and I am going to validate and reinforce this new Lakers regime.
Because, Marlon, forgive me. The very woman that thought about trading LeBron, listen to everybody, she possibly called in a favor, and LeBron with his old forgiving heart. Ooh, that's a forgiving man.
Is it?
Yeah.
He is that, sometimes to a fault.
Yeah, but see, Skip, forgiveness is never the person that's wrong with you.
Sometimes you just got to keep fighting.
Forgiveness is for you. It gives you an opportunity to move on, Skip. I'm O'Shea forgiving.
Is
Very
this the
forgiving.
first step, though? Is this the first step where we can talk about positive Lakers
news? Yes. This is a big deal.
Because Skip, LeBron could have put pressure on Magic, saying, look, I'm only coming if you get me some other superstar. He said, hey, I'm not going to put that pressure on you, Magic. I'm going to have confidence in you and Rob that within a year, we'll have another superstar.
You know what? I believe that Magic's snubbing of LeBron has re-inspired LeBron. That's my 2 cents take on this. That's what I think just happened. And I think you're going to see a more all-in Magic going forward, and he does need to recruit.
Or you mean LeBron, all-in LeBron?
All-in LeBron, yes, because he's going to need some big help in the offseason.
But okay, how does Magic come around? How does Magic be at the games, smiling?
I don't know. That bridge is on fire with the Lakers. And I got to believe some Laker fans